Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Juan and Yoko Show episode.
Setting.
We're teenagers now.
Hi.
Do you remember when you were 13?
Yes.
What was Yoko like when she was 13?
Very emo.
What were you listening to at the time?
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne means very emo?
No, but
In
like
Japan, maybe.
I mean, like being very emotional that time.
Why? What were you thinking about at this time?
Just just very. It's just the most difficult time of life, don't you think?
Yeah.
Teenagers.
I think we feel like it's the most end of the world difficult. Everything's so bad. At that same time, not the same time, I'm a little older, but when I was 13, I was listening to Eminem, Korn, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park.
Oh.
So like,
Yeah.
kind of the emo music for guys.
Yeah.
Like, but heavier stuff, right?
Hardcore.
I guess so. And then, I was just thinking that everything is stupid and...
But
What? Go ahead.
But like everything around me was stupid.
You believe so?
Yeah. I still do think so. I didn't like my classmates, schoolmates. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's very sad when you feel like you don't have any real friends.
Yeah, I mean, so at 13 for you,
Yeah.
you didn't have so many...
Like 13 to 15, 16 maybe.
Yeah.
What's the most difficult times?
Did you try to make friends?
Yeah, like I had some friends, but I just didn't think anyone is my real friend.
Did you feel like you could trust those people
No.
around you? No.
No.
So for me, I think my difficult time was when I was like junior high school, 6th grade,
Yeah.
and I transferred from my local school.
Lincoln Park High School.
Before Lincoln Park,
Oh, okay.
I transferred to Lincoln Elementary School.
Lincoln Park?
It was so different for me because I went from my neighborhood where
Yeah.
everybody was kind of a similar background
Yeah.
to a place where everybody was different and more educated a little bit, a little definitely richer.
Yeah.
And I just felt like such an outcast. So I had to, I changed the music I listened to. I changed the way I dress. I changed the way I talk to try to fit in.
Okay.
Did you ever have to go?
So what was it listening? What kind of
That's
music?
the mid 90s, that's when alternative was popular. So I started listening to like
Green Day?
Green Day
Too old?
was on the decline now a little bit. They became, but like No Doubt and Blink 182 maybe and just that kind of stuff. And
New Found Glory?
no, I don't think so.
Before?
Yeah, I like that stuff, but I started to listen to it because I wanted to fit in with everyone else. So junior high school was kind of meh. I guess I was really lucky in high school to meet up with some good friends very early, first year. So even though high school is tough for everyone, it was okay for me. I still felt like behind other people. Do you ever feel, that feeling like everyone is passing you by kind of thing? Like stuff like dating and stuff.
Yeah. So when I was in high school, some maybe like many of my friends. I don't think they were my friends. Just like the friends I know. Like
Not close friends, kind of.
Just friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so they laughed at me because I had never a boyfriend that time.
Oh, you didn't have a boyfriend yet?
Yeah, when I was 17.
17?
Yeah. They teased me.
Wow, yeah. There's definitely the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess they call it being a late bloomer.
Oh.
When you're kind of late to
Yeah,
boys and girls and stuff.
Yeah, so I hated everyone.
No, I understand. Like, I remember at that age, I think a few of my friends were also kind of late bloomers.
Yeah.
So when the first ones really started dating, I remember being like upset.
Oh.
Like, come on, guys, why are you doing this? We're just kids. Can we just be kids?
Yeah.
And all of those kind of classes in school about drugs or sex and alcohol was very effective on me. I was terrified of everying. I said, you guys can't go on a date because you'll get pregnant and addicted to heroin.
It's like Mean Girls. You know, there are...
I didn't make it through the whole movie, so
Oh,
tell me
okay.
this point.
I would just...
It's okay.
When
You can
there's-
spoil it. I'm not going to watch
Oh, okay. It's just there's like class of, you know, when they teach
it. Oh, like sexual education
yeah.
class?
So there was this like gymnastic guy.
Gymnastic guy? So people think he's kind of like feminine, gay, maybe?
No. Like he
Oh.
was just saying, don't have sex, otherwise you be die. You
Be dead. You'll die.
Oh, don't have sex.
Or you'll die.
So you die.
So you won't die.
So you would die. If you have sex, you would die. You'll be dead.
Part of me believed, like, I was so afraid of all of that stuff was very adult for me.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this anymore, because maybe my family are listening to this and they don't understand like anything else we say, but just about our sex.
Well, we don't have to say that. We could just talk about it. We're not going to get like personal and stuff, but we can just say.
Generally,
but this is a good topic because we wanted to talk about like being nervous or anxious in social situations, and that's really good for episode 13 because this is what it's about when you're 13. But I remember
when you were 15. Oh, sorry, tell us if it's 15.
Sometimes Yoko breaks into a Taylor Swift song, and I just wait for it to pass. So we were talking about a little bit about this yesterday because it's Halloween weekend, and it's been a big, busy social weekend for us.
Yeah.
And we've been in like social situations, and you know, you said to me sometimes you're very nervous.
Yeah.
Yesterday we went to a house party.
Oh, yeah, I get nervous because I don't drink, so like I think if people can drink, they have this icebreaker thing?
Yeah. Drinking is an icebreaker, a social lubricant.
Yeah, so we both don't drink, so like I don't know when we start feeling like when you start
comfortable and stuff. Like, yeah, we
like I just have to try.
Yeah, it's difficult. We yesterday we were at a friend of a friend, so it wasn't like we, you know, someone's house we've never been before. There was a bunch of new people, and they're also in costumes, so that could help or hurt.
But they were nice.
Yeah, it was really
nice
great.
People.
And you know, at a party you play a game, and they played like a quiz drinking game, and this is what young adults do, and you get to ask funny questions of people and take turns, and it's a really good icebreaker because a game is so great just to get people talking, right? But we can't play the game because neither of us drink, so we can sit on the side and make some jokes and laugh, and it's okay. And one of the party hosts was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're playing this game," and I'm like, "No, it's totally fine. It's my decision not to drink, and I don't really mind so much."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I used to drink, you know, a lot and stuff, and it made uncomfortable moments easier. It does. You never really drink that much, particularly?
Never.
Partly because This is very common in Japanese girls. They don't really drink a lot because they get a little sick kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's just me.
I hear this from a lot of
okay.
students and stuff.
I've just the thing I have that's like allergy thing.
Yeah, or low tolerance, so girls just kind of avoid it. A lot of girls here kind of say, "Oh, I can't drink," or "I don't drink." I used to drink pretty fine and okay, but I decided to stop for a while, kind of like a little test, and I realized I didn't really like it so much.
That's good.
But my friends drink, and it's great, and they enjoy it. I enjoy melon soda more. It's more interesting to me. But it is awkward because even today we were at another party and a friend was like, "Oh, you don't drink?" And I'm like, "Oh, no." And they're like, "Why?"
True. Oh.
But it's funny. I remember a comedian made this joke.
Yeah.
The comedian said, "It's funny when you don't drink, people say like, you don't drink, why?" But it's not the same for anything else. And the joke says, what if you don't like peanut butter? Does somebody say, oh, you don't eat peanut butter?
Yeah.
Why?
I understand.
So I think people first come to alcohol because when you're 18, you're so nervous. And you don't know how to talk to boys or girls. And you don't know how to be yourself. And you're worried about your clothes. And you're worried about your skin and your smell and everything. So it's like if we all drink, we can all laugh about it and get past it. So it's so useful then.
Yeah.
What happens when you don't have that? And it's just...
What happened to like those drunk salarymen in,
Well, every Friday night when you see
I just wonder.
Is it the same situation for them?
Don't you think so? Because they are so stressed. That's why they need to drink so much.
I think, but they drink together, so it's like another thing of just like a social situation.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people get stressed and go to alcohol, but then
and we don't,
a lot of times it's private.
Like, we don't really do drugs here, so that like alcohol or cigarettes are only two choices.
Yeah, which is, I mean, people are. It's very. It's not so bad to be drunk here, right? People say like, "Oh, I got so drunk," or "I got," or you could be publicly drunk, and it's like, "Ha ha ha!" As long as you make it to work on Monday, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Just 1 second.
So any age, it's okay. So, what? And yesterday you were like, well, how do I feel comfortable? And I know it's extra difficult for you because English is your second language.
Yeah.
Even though your English is really fantastic.
Thank you.
There's this nervousness.
Yeah.
Of feeling like you sound a little dumb because you're worried about how you sound.
Yeah.
How do you deal with this?
Don't know.
Well, I mean, you're constantly around my friends.
Yeah. And just keep smiling.
And everybody says to you, usually like, oh, her English is so good because, you studied really hard and you lived in Canada for some time. So your English is really fantastic.
Thank you.
So every time, even when I compliment you now, you turn into a little cutesy character because it's like, how do I handle that?
Oh, that's how I handle that?
Yeah. So it's, even I think about how I sound. When I'm with a bunch of international people, I feel like if I don't clean up my English a little, I'll sound like dumb American or dumb Midwesterner. Because Chicago's like in the Midwest, we're kind of like dorky, kind of like this area is not so classy like New York or LA. So even I have this feeling of like, oh, I hope I sound okay. So I'm 30 years old and I'm still feeling like a teenager at times.
Okay.
Do you think it'll ever change?
No.
So how should we deal with it? You were asking me, how do I?
Don't know.
I think I've gotten better. You just have to
have more experience with socializing people?
I mean, that's a big part of it. My job every day, I spend 8 hours talking to people. I have to be social. I mean, we're doing this podcast. And we have like hundreds of thousands of listeners.
No.
Eventually, if it stays online forever, eventually we'll have hundreds of thousands of listeners. So you just keep putting yourself out there. I mean, we went to, in the past few weeks, we've been to art festivals.
Yeah.
Where people put their stuff out there and they're very nervous about it. Can you show stuff to other people? Or are you too nervous?
Yeah, I would turn nervous and I don't have anything to show people. I don't have any stuff.
Often you want to go karaoke, right?
Huh.
Like, hey, you say, hey, Juan, let's go do karaoke.
Yeah.
Karaoke, or in English, do you know how to say it in English? Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Or in Japan, you get in these private booths, and they're really cheap, and they're all you can drink for an hour or so, and you could sing all these songs, and they're all over the place, right? Yeah. This is the home of karaoke. And so when you're in this little private room, you can sing everything.
Yeah.
Because it's just friends or it's just me.
Oh.
In America, karaoke is like at a bar in front of strangers. 100 people are there, or 200 people are there. Can you do it?
Maybe with you, I would do. Do you think so? Because of karaoke culture, like, do you think Japanese people are good at singing, like, slightly more than other
cultures? Singing ability?
Like, generally, do you think? Or they just have more confidence in, like, singing?
There are a lot of them do. I'm not sure because I think as far as voices go, America's...
okay. Just generally, I think black people are the most
like the
best singer, right?
The best,
best
coming
voice.
From the traditions of gospel music.
Yeah,
black singers usually have powerful voices. Yeah, I think you could say that. I think like if we think of like classic vocal styles, and you think of like opera from Europe and stuff. So I think that's where you're gonna get most of the voices, the stronger voices. But a lot of girls here do say that they could sing a little bit, and you say you could sing a little bit, and you have a pleasant, nice voice.
Thank you.
There she goes again with the cutesy compliment. So maybe there is, because karaoke culture is so popular here, and singing is like kind of a way of life. I only felt comfortable.
But we are so bad about, like, about presentations.
Yeah, some of my students are businessmen, and they tell me, like, I have to give a presentation.
Yeah. I don't think
they're so worried about it, and they're like, 50 years old, and they're at the top of their careers, but
we don't really do those things at school or work.
Right, it's
just
less
like
individual.
Only a few times a year.
It's just like these tiny little speeches for 30 seconds.
I think there should be more like presentation practice room, no karaoke.
I just realized that's really interesting, because when I was teaching junior high school, there was only like one time the kids stood up and talked on their own. It was only for 30 seconds about their favorite holiday. We constantly had to do a presentation and a project and present it ourselves. So it does build more confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, so you always say, like, it's all about confidence.
Right.
So I think that's true, right?
I mean, and it is. I think
it's all about confidence and experience, more experience.
I think another part is, I think we easily turn into one character when we're nervous.
Oh.
I think I can either be the really shy guy or I can try to be the really funny, jokey guy,
Okay.
just to make everyone laugh. And I think often you kind of do just like the fun, hi, I'm Yoko, kind of cute character. But there's more to us. And if we're not comfortable, it's hard to show all of that about us. So I think what I learned that helps me is there's only a few people who I really care what they think about me, right? Family and friends. There's only a few people who...
And Yoko.
who I think about like, oh, I hope they think well of me, right? So everybody else, even people I like, and even people I work with, who I really respect and stuff, I can't worry so much about what they think of me. So I won't be shy anymore, or I won't hide stuff anymore. I'll give everything a chance. And if they think poorly of me, well, so what? They're only, a little part of my life, kind of.
Yeah, but like we are doing this broadcasting, so I think we should care about just like
care about
general.
The listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a good point too. Like, we're not recording this just for us and then listening to it by ourselves. We're putting it out there. But I think this is where we gain more confidence, because we could just say, hey, this is what I think and feel. And maybe we don't have a chance to tell people directly.
Yeah.
How many chances do you have in your work week
Never?
to say how you feel?
Never?
I mean, how do you talk to your coworkers? Like,
that's just like that.
it's just little, and I've seen it. It's actually maybe
Phony Yoko.
kind of
Phony
pro Yoko. There are times when me and my coworkers need, where I guess we have a similar humor, being from the West, and we know we could make these jokes and it helps us get through our day.
Yeah.
But this is your chance to say what you want. And maybe because we do have people listening from all over the world, maybe this does give confidence, because here's your stage, Yoko. Say whatever you want.
My stage?
So we just keep coming back here. And we're trying more and more things. We posted a picture on Instagram from Pirikura.
Película?
Yeah, explain this to us.
Película is there's a hotel booth in amusement park.
Like not like a photo booth where it just takes those four like and you get that strip. This is an advanced photo booth.
For fun.
Yeah, and it does these effects. Effects, like special effects. Like
yeah.
And we did this.
And especially like these days, they try to look us more kawaii.
Yeah, more overly cute, right? And we did.
That's why, like, every time I don't do película stuff anymore. But when I was in high school, I did this like every day. And that time, the película technology wasn't maybe not so advanced. So it looked more natural, like natural you.
Yeah, these photos did not look like natural me. Big eyes, pink skin.
Yeah, you like just look like I'm from space, right?
Or
outer
Europe.
Space. Especially because you are gaijin.
Right.
So.
Gaijin means a foreigner in Japan.
Yeah, foreigner. Like, so we Asian have more, small eyes.
Yeah, it makes your eyes bigger. So my eyes were super like cartoon big.
Yeah. So weird.
And it was so crazy,
Just
but
like Grum.
we shared this
of
photo
them.
on Instagram, and
Yeah.
like we had a bunch of people said, "Oh, it's so cute," and the Halloween custom we put up too, and a lot of people liked it and thought it was so cute. But we never put just us normally like our personal photos.
Oh.
And my sister did that cool art piece of us from a photo, and that's from like behind. So every time we show people, we kind of just either show them a little bit, or we're in a costume, or
But
we're
that's
affected.
okay, because we are not celebrities.
But but I think this is part of it. Like, we would be kind of too nervous or think like, why would you want to just see us? So it's like a mask that makes you feel more confident in sharing.
Okay.
But, you know, are you getting more confident
About what?
about everything? Do you know why you have to be more confident? Do you
No.
want to tell everybody what's happening at Christmas time?
Oh, we're going to Chicago for Christmas. It means I'm seeing many people here.
Yeah, you're gonna meet tons of family and friends, and also you've been to America like once for like a day, right? To Seattle,
Yeah.
and you've been to Hawaii.
Yeah.
But this is like your first time in the city, like in the urban in Chicago, and Chicago could be rough, but it makes you tough.
Okay.
I'm not going to start rhyming. So you have to have that confidence. And we're just going to go for a week for Christmas. So hopefully we get to see everybody. And we're just announcing now for many people. They're just now finding out. But it'll be interesting. Sometimes I'm a little nervous because I think I'm getting a little kind here. Like,
soft?
yeah. So when I go back, I got to get ready. I'm going to listen to a lot of rap on the airplane, and I'll give you some rap too, so you can listen to.
Okay.
And we'll be ready. But watch some of the words. Don't say everything you hear in the rap song.
Okay.
So we'll do that. And another way, one last promo today. Next week, there's an event of gaming marathon.
What's that?
It's where people play video games for 24 hours to raise money for charities.
What kind of charity?
Children's hospitals. So we're going to be, we might try this. I think we're going to try it. But we can't do 24 hours because
we have work.
We have jobs. I want to do 24 hours. I don't know if I could, not by myself. But we're going to do 12 hours. And we hope that people could donate. It's going to be broadcast, the whole thing. So you're going to be able to tune in and watch us play live. Mostly me. Hopefully Yoko will get in on some games. And you'll be able to watch me in a little window, and the TV screen also will be broadcast, the game screen. And I'm going to sign up for some service for a week trial and have all these extra games on the PlayStation 4. And we're going to be playing for the Ann and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago.
Oh, Chicago, okay.
So we need people to sponsor. So I'm asking you, listener, we're going to link to the webpage, and if you could donate, and we'll play video games. So, $1 for every hour, so $12. 50 cents for every hour, so $6.
Okay. Still good, right?
Yeah. We have a goal of $100.
Will you donate everything?
Yeah, none of it comes to us, Yoko.
Okay.
So I'm going to link to it on our site. We're going to do it next Saturday, probably 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We've been thinking about it. Yoko's not thrilled about this idea because she doesn't like to game so much. But now that I'm making it public,
I like Nintendo games. I don't, but not PlayStation games.
If I could figure out a way to stream Nintendo games, I would like to do that. What about old Nintendo games?
64?
What about Super Nintendo, Super Famicom?
Maybe
Okay.
Donkey Kong.
If I could figure, I'll have a day off this week. If I could figure out other ways, and we'll play other games. If not, just PlayStation.
Woo.
So, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. my time. In Chicago, I think that's 7 p.m. Friday night to 7 a.m. Saturday morning. So I'm going to link to our donations page, and we'll post again about it on our site. Yoko, tell them our site.
HuanandYoko.com.
Yeah, so keep looking there, and we'll have more information. Anything else to add?
No more about Halloween.
Oh yeah, what did you want to say about Halloween?
Oh, we just had like your Halloween party today. It was Halloween 운동회. What is it? Sports day.
Right, my company had a Halloween party, and it was separated into the 5 branches, school branches. So we were Team Higashi Umeda, and we did sports competitions. And you played dodgeball, and you were the last surviving member.
Yay!
And you were just beamed in the head by Carl, a guy much taller and bigger than you. And he's English, and he was not holding back. He wanted to win. And there's little Yoko running around the dodgeball court as hundreds of people watch. I also had a shining moment.
Yeah.
It was a relay race that involved food, like
catching bread.
Yeah, pulling a piece of bread off a fishing hook, kind of like a line, with your mouth.
Yeah.
Then running. And I did so well.
Yeah.
Because it involved food. And I got to run to the finish line all alone. And we won, so I was born for that competition. And we wore our costumes, which everybody liked. Homemade costume is the way to go. What's our costume for next year?
Next year?
Pro wrestlers.
No spoiler.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the way you think. So it was a good Halloween, but we didn't watch any scary movies because you're a wimp.
Wimp?
Scaredy cat?
Okay. Chicken? Whatever. I don't care.
Karage.
Karage. Bye?
I think we should say bye.
Okay.
See you, everybody.
See you next week.
HuanandYoko.com. See you there.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.